Hi, this is Rick Ripma with Union Savings Bank, and we're going to talk about closing costs today. I appreciate you watching. The closing costs for many people, and the way most people shop for mortgages, is by interest rate alone, forgetting that closing costs are as important as interest rate. In fact, interest rates and closing costs should be looked at together, not separately. They're two pieces to the same puzzle. And the reason is because most lenders and many lenders will increase your closing costs to save you a little on the rate. They expect you to shop rate, not closing costs. That's why all the advertisements you hear for mortgages are all about their low rates, low rates, low rates. But they charge so much in closing costs. I've seen it as high as $20,000, $25,000, $30,000 for good credit customers, because they want that teaser rate that you really aren't going to get, because nobody's going to pay that kind of closing cost. Doesn't make sense. How does Union Savings Bank do it, and how do we look at it, and why do we look at it the way we do? Back in 1985, we wanted to increase our business in mortgages. At the time, we were a $25 million asset bank. And in order to do that, we knew that we needed to increase our mortgage business to grow our bank. We decided that the best way to do that would live up to the spirit of the law. The law had been passed, and they really wanted the closing costs to be low. Where most lenders were keeping yield spreads and making more profit, we decided we would take that money and we would help pay closing costs. Additionally, we would take any advertising dollars we would normally spend on marketing and use that to pay down the closing costs. So we would keep our closing costs very, very low compared to our competition. We felt like that would bring in more mortgages, and we wanted more mortgages. We wanted the servicing rights to the mortgages. The way mortgages work is we're the servicer. So Union Savings Bank service the mortgage. You make your payments to us. But the money on a conventional mortgage comes from Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, or the Federal Home Loan Bank. And they pay the servicer, Union Savings Bank, to collect your payments, set up, collect your escrows, pay your taxes, your insurance out of your escrows, those type of things. And we felt that you would refer then your friends, your family, your coworkers, and everyone you know to us, because you got a great deal from Union Savings Bank, and we do a great job. Just last year alone, we spent $21 million in lowering closing costs that we would have spent on advertising, but we spent it to lower the closing costs for our customers, and it's really worked well. We've gone from a $25 million bank in 1985 to 25 years later, 2010, we're now a $2 billion asset bank, and we have nearly $8 billion in mortgage servicings. Now, how do the closing costs affect you? Why do I say these are important? The closing costs are as important as rate. Let's take a $200,000 mortgage. On a $200,000 mortgage, your closing costs. You have a rate of, let's say, 5.25 and closing costs of $2,000, or you can have a rate of 5.375 with Union Savings Bank's closing costs of $330. At first glance, you may think, I want the lower rate. Let's look at that decision. At the 5.25, your principal and interest payment would be $1,104.41. At the 5.375, your principal and interest payment would be $1,119.95. That's $15.54 per month in savings with the lower rate. Here is a calculation mortgage experts use to determine which mortgage option is best. You take the $2,000 in closing costs for the 5.25, the $330 in the closing cost for 5.375 gives you a difference of $1,670. You drop that $1,670 down here, divide it by the savings of $15.54, gives you 107 months to recoup your closing costs. 107 months to recoup your closing costs. Mortgage experts agree, if it takes 12 months or less to recoup your closing costs, refinance. This one took, 107 months. It's even okay to refinance if it takes up to 18 months. But the further you stray from 18 months, the less likely it is you'll recoup your money. This one took, again, 107 months. Now, let's look at it and say, okay, what if they gave you a full quarter less? They gave you a 5.125 instead of a 5.375. That would give you a payment at 5.125, principal and interest of $1,088.98. At 5.375, it would give you a payment of $1,119.95. That's a difference of $30.97. You take your $1,670 of additional closing costs, divide it by your savings of $30.97. That's 53, almost 54 months to recoup your closing costs. The experts say thumbs down, don't do that mortgage. Almost 5 years to recoup that. Now, on a conventional refinance, Union Savings Bank's closing costs are only $250 plus an $80 recording fee for total closing costs of only $330. Now, that includes your title work, your appraisal, your loan doc prep fees, tax service fees, underwriting fees, processing fees, and credit report flood cert. On a conventional purchase, your closing costs with Union Savings Bank are only $395 plus the recording fee, for total closing costs usually under $500. Why do I say usually? Because the $395 is set in stone. It'll be $395. The recording fee can change by title company. Since the seller in Indianapolis picks the title company, we don't know what that title company is going to charge for recording fees. We do know that we normally see closing or recording fees between $60 and $100. So you should be under $500 in total closing costs. But we do know for a fact your closing costs will be $395. Other than low closing costs and low rates, why would you pick Union Savings Bank? Well, you make your payments to Union Savings Bank. We service your mortgage. That means when we make the mortgage, you make your payments to us on a conventional mortgage. Secondly, we have the highest technology phone system known to mankind. If you call any of our branches or you call our loan servicing, we have a real live human being who answers the phone. Tell them what you're looking for, who you want. They will get you to the right person. If you don't know who you want, you just tell them what you're looking for. We've been in business since 1904, and we have a Better Business Bureau rating of A+. So that's it. That's closing costs. Just give me a call. My name is Rick Ripma, your hard-working mortgage guy with Union Savings Bank. My number is 317-843-1006, extension 3005, or just ask for Rick. I'm the only Rick here. Or my email address is rripma@usavingsbank.com. Thanks again, and have a great day.